Hey guys, so I just wanted to show this video to you real quick. I'm freezing. I don't know how cold it is where you are, but where I am, it's like 30 degrees out. We're talking wind chills, there's snow in the forecast, and I don't like to be cold. So I'm making one of my favorite adult beverages, which is a kid's beverage, and it's hot cocoa. So one of my favorite things about the Deluxe cooking blender is its versatility. It has a heating element in it. It does heat. It doesn't rely on friction. It physically does heat up. So on the sauce setting, which is what I'm going to use for the hot cocoa, it's going to get up to 176 degrees. On the heated puree setting, it gets up to 212, and on the soup setting, it goes up to 220 degrees. I mean, you can actually see the soup boiling. So it doesn't rely on friction. It does have a heating element in it, and I can't stress that enough. So what I'm going to do is I've got 4 cups of milk. I've got a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And actually I wanted to show you guys this. Our brown sugar keepers, they're these little clay bars. You just throw them in with your brown sugar and your brown sugar stays soft. I don't know the magic behind it. I don't want to know. I just know that it's magic. So I've got a 1/4 cup of brown sugar and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So I'm going to go ahead and start it. It's going to heat up to 176 degrees, and I'm going to walk away. There's a Harry Potter movie on, so I'm going to go keep watching it. When it's done, it's going to beep to let me know, and I'm going to add in my 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips and pulse it until the chips melt, and then I'm going to have delicious hot cocoa. And it's wonderful because it tastes just as good tomorrow out of the refrigerator. Just heat it up in the microwave, and it's delicious. If there's any leftovers, yeah. So. But I'm going to start it. So to tell you how cold it is in my house right now, this thing's at 48 degrees, okay? It's like 60 degrees in my house, so it's cold. So this is actually going to blend for a little while to get up to the 176 degrees. But the heat setting just turned on, so this will get hot. So it is something that you want to, keep an eye on with the kids and stuff like that. But this is something super easy that the kids can help you with. So what it's going to do now is it's going to blend, stop, blend, stop, blend, stop as it comes up to temperature, and then it's going to blend for a couple of minutes on high speed, and then it's going to let me know to add it. So I mean, I really cannot say enough about this blender. I've made so many things in it. I've made peanut butter, I've made jelly. Like, I don't cook, and to be able to just throw the ingredients in and walk away, and then come back, throw some more in, walk away, and then I have jelly. I mean, that's pretty incredible. But I've made, spaghetti sauces. Just on the sauce page of the cookbook, and it's wet, sorry. The cookbook comes with it, and it's got quite a few recipes, but just on the sauce setting. You got a recipe for chicken or beef gravy, you got sausage gravy, Alfredo sauce, an ice cream base, hollandaise sauce, and of course the hot chocolate. So, I mean, it's definitely versatile. It's something that I'm going to use for multiple meals, multiple times a day. Honestly, I don't even know if I'll ever use it for a smoothie because it just seems like it's so far above that. But I just wanted to share that with you guys, and maybe when it's done, I'll pop in again. Hey everyone. All right, so it's up to 176 degrees. So because it's the sauce setting, it's letting me know that, hey, if you're gonna add anything in, you wanna add it in now. In this case, I'm not going to set it to the next cycle, so I'm just going to cancel it. I'm going to add my chocolate chips. So now this is hot. It did get up to 176 degrees. You can actually see the steam coming out of there. So I'm going to add my chocolate chips in. I'm going to put the lid back on. And I'm just going to pulse it until it's mixed. So the pulse is pretty, it's pretty loud. So if you hear my dogs barking, they don't like this setting. Good and mixed. So now I've got some delicious hot cocoa. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut this off. smells so good. So my take on this, I haven't tried it yet because, well, it's very hot. It's definitely not something that, you know, you can just throw in the microwave and it's ready to go. This did take, I mean, granted it's cold in my house, but this did take about a half hour. So it's something that, you know, it's something you want to plan for. It's not going to be an instant gratification type of thing. But the milk being frothed like that, I mean, you can see how much froth is in here. So, I mean, this is going to be a creamy hot cocoa. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up my Luna Lovegood tumbler, and when it cools off a little bit, I'm going to put the rest in my pitcher, and I will do one last video just to clean it, because I mean, who doesn't like to watch this thing wash itself? It's like every woman's dream. So but I'm going to do that, let it cool off a bit, finish the video, and then I will post it. All right, so I didn't rinse it. I added 3 cups of water, and I'm going to add 1 drop of dish soap. That's it, just 1 drop. I'm gonna put the lid that I also haven't washed back on here. And I mean, literally, I didn't rinse it. All I did, you can see the water's dirty. All I did was add in the water. So I'm gonna put it over to the heated wash cycle, which is our favorite cycle. And this thing's still pretty hot, so I don't think it's gonna take very long to get up to temperature. So what it does is it does an initial blend. And then it's going to come up to temperature. It's going to come up to 140 degrees. And then it's going to blend on high, which is like 7 miles an hour, for 2.5 minutes roughly. It's like 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Then all I'm going to have to do is dump it out and rinse it. So the base does have an electronic piece in it, so you don't want to, you know, put the base in water. You know, it's okay to wash this part if you need it. Sometimes the very top of it, the blender doesn't get because of the seal, so I'll just rinse that off real quick. But it's idiot proof. Like if I can use this, anyone can use it. And I'm already thinking of all of the possibilities for this hot cocoa. It's delicious with the semi-sweet. I think next time I'm going to try milk chocolate. I want to try adding some cinnamon to it, maybe some marshmallows. I don't know, the possibilities are kind of endless, and that's what I like about these, is you start with their base recipe and then you just go with it. So it's up to 115 degrees. I am going to stop this real quick because it's going to take a couple minutes, and you probably don't want to listen to me ramble, and by the magic of the internet I can just put all the videos together. So I will be back when it starts blending. She's very loud on this setup. You can already see the difference of how clean it is. It's at 145 degrees right So I'm gonna shut her off because she will keep beeping at me to let me know she's done. I'm just gonna dump it and show you guys how clean the blades are, which for me is the most important thing. You know, I don't have to get in there and scrub it. I mean, it does come with, you know, the scrub brush, which, you know, we'll get in there. I haven't needed it yet, and I've pureed vegetables, I've made peanut butter, and so I'm just going to dump it and show you just how clean it is inside. All I have to do is rinse this. It's done. It's ready to go. And to me, this is the best part. So now normally during the cleaning cycle, I've walked away. I only stayed for the video. But normally I just, you know, set it on clean and then come back when it beeps. And so it's nice because it's very hands off and I can do what I want to do rather than stand over the blender or stand over the stove to make, you know, jams and jellies. I remember watching my mom as a kid and you had to just stand over the stove constantly and stir it. And now it's just, you throw in your ingredients and walk away. And it's amazing. So I'm a huge fan of it, and I hope you guys are also a huge fan of it. And if you have any questions at all, just let me know.